Alright, so 4 more videos for the day. I don't know. It's going to make it 7. Is that just too much? I don't know. Guys, but let's jump into it. 18-year-old with toned stomach shocked to learn that she is 37 weeks pregnant. And when I first read this, I thought, yep, typical 18-year-old. But there's actually a good reason for it. But let's jump into it. A size 8 teenager. Hang on. Yeah. A size 8 teenager with a flat stomach was stunned when her doctor told her she was 9 months pregnant before they repositioned the baby, producing a sudden giant bulb. Shafron Hefra, 18, claimed she had no idea she was expecting a baby until her mum suggested she took a pregnancy test when they spotted a strange line on her tummy. So it turned out that a teen that was 37 weeks pregnant and gave birth to her son Oscar Heffer just 6 weeks later. Aside from the mark, which turned out to be a pigmentation line, Saffron showed no physical signs of pregnancy and had been visiting the gym and going on sunbeds completely unaware. The retail assistant puts her missed periods down to her pill and her cravings for cornettos and lettuce and strawberries due to them being on offer at the shop. It's as good a reason as any. And look, at the end of the day, she's probably right. It is really easy for women to say, hey, I'm on birth control. I don't have to worry about my period. They don't have to worry about, if it turns up or not. So, and sudden cravings, guys, girls get them all the time. So, yeah. And by the way, no wonder she's pregnant. Anyway, moving along. An emergency midwife appointment confirmed her baby boy was back to back in her womb. I think that's when he's... Yeah. And after the midwife twisted him around, Saffron's stomach popped into a giant bump that if it didn't make your tails curl, nothing else will. Incredible pictures show Saffron just days before she discovered she was pregnant with a perfectly toned tummy and then a giant bump the day the baby was repositioned days later. So, just after 6 weeks preparing for the new arrival, baby Oscar was born a healthy 8 pounds 1 ounce on June 3rd, 2018. Despite the shock, Saffron leaves being a mum to her little boy. Saffron from Cutter-on-Sea, I'm mispronouncing that, Essex, said, quote, I was surprised for everyone. My mum was just as shocked as I am. Personally, I didn't believe it was possible to not know you were pregnant until it happened to me. People said they've heard stories and thought that they must have known, but until it happened to me, I was completely oblivious. While I was pregnant, I didn't know. I was going down to the gym and I was still having sunbeds. I was down the gym the day and I found out I was doing sit-ups with my mum. We were laughing and the belly goes in and a funny triangle shape. It just didn't click. Even my mum said that she didn't think for a moment that I could be pregnant. It was my mum who realised a pigmentation line on my stomach. My mum, Melissa Heffer, 46, noticed it and told me she wanted me to do a test just to rule it out. I said if I was pregnant, then I'd literally have to be ready to pop, and I had no stomach. Nothing whatsoever. So I said, okay then. I did the test and obviously I didn't rule it out at all. It told me that I was pregnant. In the end, I did get a bump. It was huge. I saw the midwife. She turned him around and then just gained a balloon. It went huge. I was still in my size 8 jeans, but it was massive. I have to admit it wasn't straight away huge, but it could have seen a small bump. It was pretty early pregnancy bump at first, where you couldn't tell, and then after saw a midwife every day, it grew hourly. She's quite hot too, by the way. When she turned him around, she became very active. I could feel every movement and every kick. It was so strange. From feeling nothing at all to feeling everything just days is unreal. I do miss the feeling though, I have to say. I was absolutely shocked. I thought my life had ended. I'm 18 and I was only 17 when I found out that there's like a lot take in a lot for an adult, let alone a 17-year-old. When I was hit with depression and I thought, what am I going to do? I was very stressed. I found out both my parents were at work, so it's just me dealing with it emotionally and physically on my own. I locked myself away for at least 2 weeks of it. Obviously, the father's not in the picture. It was a shock. I didn't know how to respond after that 2 weeks. The goat mindset, this is what it is. You can't change anything. I was just like, right, okay, let's do this. I've been strong with other things before. This is a bit bigger, but I can do this. I just got on with it really. I just got on with it. For a few weeks later, he was born. I didn't turn back now. He's beautiful. He's perfect. If you had to ask for a perfect baby, it would be him. He's so content. He just sits and sleeps and cuddles. He's lovely. Before discovery, Saffron had felt lethargic for months, with doctors telling her that she was anemic and vitamin D and B12 deficient. She became frustrated by the lack of change in her symptoms and refused to take the medication she was given. But instead of gaining weight, the teenager claims that she lost weight, dropping from a size 10 to a size 8. Saffron said, at one point, I thought I was dying because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was so lethargic and sleepy. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to spend time with anyone ever because the littlest things annoyed me and I got on my nerves. I didn't know what to do. I lost weight. I didn't gain any at all. I was in size 10 jeans before I found out I was pregnant, and I was in size 8, and now I'm back in the size 6 jean now. I have no explosion at all. Yes, that's why I didn't get the bump. They thought that was possibly when he was born with chicken legs. I don't get that, but anyway. Saffron says she was happy with the result from the conception that she was using, adding, quote, they gave me the pill and said you might not get your period. That's normal, which is true because my ex didn't get a period when she was on it. So I thought I took the pill. It was wasn't getting periods, and I thought, okay, that's lucky. I was swearing blind about it and saying it was the best thing I was taking it so I didn't get my periods, and then boom, had a baby. I had cravings but didn't know they were cravings. I was craving cornettos, lettuce leaves, strawberries. I went out and didn't realize I was craving. I just thought I was buying them because they were a good deal. I love my mum, so rewarding. The main thing I just love is seeing him happy. When he smiles and laughs, that's when you know you've done a good job. So obviously there's a reason why she's been knocked up, because she's hot. But look, at the end of the day, look, I would say, this is actually possible. I've had a girlfriend in the past, believe it or not, that was actually 2 months pregnant and didn't realize. So yeah, it does happen. The girls are really good at rationalizing themselves with things. And it wasn't until I turned around and literally told her to take a pregnancy test that she went, oh, hang on, wait, I'm pregnant. Anyway, so God knows how long that would have gone on before she, took a test herself. But, because I told her to, she did it eventually. And, hey, what do you know? But yeah, look, at the end of the day, guys, it does happen. It is a chance that women do not realize, especially early on, that they are pregnant. And especially when it's like in this situation where it's been turned around, stuff like that, it's not necessary. It's going to show. It's why I've always suggested to my girlfriends, even if they're on the pill, once a month, take a pregnancy test. You're peeing on a stick. It doesn't exactly take a lot. So, I always encourage women to take a pregnancy test. Look, at the end of the day, obviously there's no mention of the father. God knows where he is in the picture. He's probably knocked her up and run. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, she's hot, and you can see why. Congratulations on your new lifestyle. You're now a single mother, I suppose. Yay, congrats. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, guys, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe her? Do you think this is really possible? Or do you think she's just full of shit? Do you think this is just a bullshit fake story and that she just knew all along and wanted the attention? I don't know. I tend to believe it, though. I've had other girlfriends that have been in that situation. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new, channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day. and enjoy.